Hello brawlers and welcome back to the channel. It's BucketBread96 here, and in today's video I'm going to be starting off my Legacy Collection review. Now this will be a 3-part series. Part 1 and 2 will be going over the B2 of the collection, while the third part will go over all of the B1 Bakugan that I have. So starting off with the first part here, I have some of my rarest and I guess most valuable Bakugan, at least to me. So yeah, pretty much just going to run through the Legacy Collection. Now these are some that I have shown before on the channel via other videos or shorts, so I don't want things to be too long, but there are a few in here I will spend a little more detail on. If you would like to see more, let me know in the comments, and be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, because always trying to constantly grow and get more community members. Starting things off, I guess I'll work, just left or right, or just pick out, but I do have this Darkest Spirion. So it does have the die-cast metal tail there. It is flaking a little bit, but, not too bad. One thing I don't want to do in this video is kind of like flip out all the manual parts, because I think it would be way too long. But, kind of just want to run through all of the Bakugan I have, much like what I did with my recent Brontes video. So yeah, this is Darkest Spirion from MCT Anum Surge, one of the few Mectanium Bakugan that I have. Really good magnet, as you can all see, really picks up well. And it does stand well too, so that's pretty nice. Set him over here off camera. And then next up, as you can all see, I do have the Ventus and Weird Combat set, or Wired Combat set. Really nice. Not going to worry with combining them. I have done that, I believe, in a short. But yeah, this is Link's Combat set from New Vestroia. Really cool. No, I am not going to be custom painting it. Maybe if I had an extra set, I just don't want to ruin the pair that I have. And that does it for that section. So moving on to the next section. Shame these parts only hold 3 and not 4 like the rest. I do have the, well, if I can roll it, the good old Christmas worm. Made a video about this a while back, but this is the Aquos Pearl Wormquake. One of the few Pearl Bakugan that I absolutely had to get my hands on, just because it is one of my favorites, and it's really just the weird coloring that does it, at least for me. Likewise, with this Aquos reverse or Baku flip, Hammer Gorum, so definitely hilarious, good spin, but it looks like a fire hydrant. So definitely had to pick up this Bakugan, really interesting, really neat, didn't see it a whole lot, got it from a European seller, so shout out to them. I wish I remembered their name. But good seller, awesome Bakugan. Moving on, I had to get an eyeball for the collection, and at the time, this one was the cheapest. So I have a Subterra Tentaclear. Thought about getting a Pearl Chaos, but don't know if I wanted to invest that much in the gimmick. Just giant eyeball, kind of cool. And I didn't have a lot of Subterra gone at the time. I mean, I know now I do, but at the time I didn't. Everyone's favorite Marvel crossover, got Wolverine here, even in the good comic accurate colors. Shout out to the new Wolverine and Deadpool movie that just dropped. Perfect Bakugan for it, I'm just saying. But yeah, this is the Aquos Wolverine. They did make a Subterra, I think, that was like Baku Stealth, and it was like the black suit of Wolverine. I thought that was pretty cool. Again, don't know if I'll try to find it. A new addition to the collection, and I actually had to take the sticker off of this Bakugan to reveal the G-Power. This is the Baku Blue, or Walmart Lionheart. This is what I was waiting on for the video, believe it or not. I haven't done the video. I know it was voted for, but I had to wait for this Bakugan to come in. And here he is. A lot of manual parts on him. Don't know if you guys can make it out with my camera quality, but yeah, 880 G-Power. One of the strongest Gundalian Invaders Bakugan I've ever seen. Shame he's not Darkest, but Aquos, Walmart colors kind of make sense, I suppose. After that, you got a Walmart Bakugan, you have to have the Target exclusive. So here is a Pyrus Avior with the Crimson Pearl treatment. Now these Bakugan were cool just because they were like colored for the stores that sold them, and that's just really neat. And Avior being one of the double stripe Bakugan, I'll see if I can't. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit, but it does function. It's just not when my hand's in the way. Okay, I'm not going to be able to demonstrate that perfectly. Maybe I'll do it in a short later on. But there is the Crimson and Pearl Avior. Really cool how the head jumps out. I've always liked that kind of gimmick. Just I've got chubby fingers that are in the way. Does work though. I swear it does work. Really cool Bakugan. And yeah, that's one of each. It's a shame that more stores didn't have exclusives. I feel like it would have been really cool if they did. Speaking of exclusive, I do have the Nintendo DS White Naga. I have seen a few people actually customize this one, you know, giving it the purple and pink hues, but I don't know. I just feel like it would be a waste to ruin a Bakugan, especially limited. Even if it saw a lot of distribution inside of the Nintendo DS game, it was still limited in its release, so probably worth keeping as is in my opinion. Next up, some more MCT Surge Bakugan. Got this one from an epic trade over on my Discord server, which I highly suggest checking out if you haven't already. This is Darkest Rubanoid. Pretty sure this is the big bad of MCT Surge. It was Darak, but, you know, big evolution thing there in the storyline. Anyway, the big bad of MCT Surge, really cool Bakugan. I know the arms stay out. Yeah, there we go. The arms fold out. Really nice. And again, another die-cast Bakugan. Feels very weighted, very heavy. I love that they added a little bit of metal to these. Not as much as Platinum Bakugan, right? I think Platinum Bakugan did it best. But yeah, the original MCT Surge Bakugan, pretty cool when they had metal. Same for this Horidian. Now this, probably one of the rarest Bakugan I own, actually. I can't find a whole lot on Horidian. Much less price checks, but this is the die-cast version. So we have the cold touch metal feet that are a little weighted. I think the tail is 2. But yeah, this is the first Halcor. And my short reviewing this guy has got a lot of traction recently, so I know all of the community really likes this Bakugan. It's a shame I couldn't find it in Darkest though. But still, really awesome. Probably one of my favorites, if not my favorite, from MCT Surge. Aside from things like Krakenoid and other, I don't know, I think maybe Krakenoid and Horidian, probably my favorite MCT Surge Bakugan. But I haven't seen a whole lot, so that could change. Moving on though, another Bakugan I got from a friend, and very special. This is actually the only double-sided Bakugan I have right now. And it's a little sticky, a little old, but it is Prus 2, so there's Prus Diablo. And we'll go ahead and fold him up. And then we have Prus Angelo. So really cool. It's a shame it wasn't called Diablo Angelo in the actual, product. Prus 2 just seems kind of weird, but really awesome Bakugan. It is in Ventus. I know it's released in Subterra, Darkest, Chaos, and of course Aquas. The dream is to one day get the Aquas version. But these price tags on these little things, they are getting crazy. I don't know if anyone's watching the market, but Bakugan is getting pricey, especially the Legacy series. Moving on, though, we have a little bit of the plated chrome work. Not real metal, it's just got that shiny chrome, but this is Chaos Plithion. Another Bakugan that is popular. I wanted to go ahead and grab a copy. Again, managed to work out a trade for this one. I know it's not as sought after as the native attribute Ventus, but still really cool to get a Plithion. I see this Bakugan spiking just because it appears to be a community favorite. I don't really know why either. Maybe someone will let me know. I just think the chrome is cool. And then oh, whoa. Shot out of my hands. Okay. So much for rolling this one. This is one of the Bakugan Sky Raiders, and I kind of already spoiled the gimmick. This is Subterra Kodacore, and these things were built with insane springs, right? The whole point of this Bakugan was to chaotically jump. And I know I didn't capture it, but this thing flies. Probably will do a short kind of showing its jumping capabilities, but yeah, crazy Bakugan. Maybe if I roll it this way. Yeah, there we go. crazy jumping Bakugan. Tons of fun. Definitely happy to have this one. One thing I can say about my personal collection is the idea was to have like a little bit of every gimmick, right? Just a little bit of everything that makes Bakugan special. So that was the idea with my personal collection. Moving on though, I think everyone's got to have one of these, and it is a translucent rubanoid. One of the first Bakugan that was really, I guess, smooth in my opinion, and just had a lot of translucent versions that looked absolutely great, and definitely gem-like, right? Like rubanoid, no matter what faction, if you got it translucent, it looked like a gemstone, and I absolutely like that. Darkest being the cheapest, I think averaging at about $20 to $25. It is definitely still easy to pick up. Get it while you can, I'm just saying it now. Moving on though, I do have another one of the double strike Bakugan, I believe. And I missed the roll. How do you miss a roll like that? Okay. And I missed again. Alright, well we ain't got time for that, everybody. There we go. This is yrusexella, and it has a little button that opens up the head. So again, a really cool gimmick. It does have a manual tail back here, won't worry with that. Another recent pickup, and one I haven't shown off yet. It is honestly just a really cool Bakugan, and an even bigger bonus I didn't know at the time. It has the magnet stamp, so that means it is a Japan import. So it's just pretty cool. For my opinion, Japanese imported Bakugan, they seem to be a little better quality. That could totally just be me in my opinion. But that's just what I think. You know, in my experience, the Bakugan that I've gotten imported, or the Bakutechs, are generally a better quality of US Bakugan. But moving on, I have my famous double darkest Lythris, another huge trade pickup. And as you can all see, there are the faint remnants right here of a darkest attribute symbol. Now I know this isn't the rulings, but I have joked about it before. Since this Bakugan is a double darkest, it gets double the gate attribute bonuses during gameplay. Now that's not real. If it was real, it would be completely busted. But I still think that's a funny little gimmick and a cute little printing error that I absolutely love for the collection. I'm definitely excited to have this piece. Again, Lythris, one of my favorites. And that's the whole point of having a personal collection, right? All of your favorite Bakugan all in one place. One thing I will say though, after this video is done, closing these is going to be a pain. So, moving on to the next one, we do have a Ventus B2 Mantris. All the other ones are just too hard to come by. And again, an epic trade. Like literally 90% of this collection was trade acquired. So, definitely trading with the community, trading with your friends, you know, definitely a great place to start for Legacy Bakugan. And probably the best way to get anything you're looking for, because prices right now on the secondary market, they're just too crazy. Just too crazy, everyone. Moving on though, the only Baku mutant in my collection, if I can get it to open with the, well, no, close the feet, here we go, there we go. The only mutant in my collection is the Pyrus Krakenoid. I have showed this off quite a bit, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. It does have a loosey-goosey foot, because we have a little bit of plastic missing from the mold. I don't know if I can get the camera to zoom in. No. Camera's fighting me, everybody. There we go. A little bit of plastic gone right there on the foot, so it makes it a little wiggly. But who cares? Still an amazing Bakugan. And still rare, right? Even Pyrus, I know it's not really sought after, still seems to be kind of rare from what I can see or find. Moving on though, not that many left. Looks like this is going to be about a 20-minute video. For all of you still watching, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. You are all awesome. The Baku crew couldn't be here without all of you. Now we're getting into some Bakutechs. My Jaguar does stick, as you can all saw. It was a little sticky. Don't know if I'll get the Kai version, but the Kai version is more orange with green eyes, and I think it has real metal peg pieces. I forget what these are called. But yeah, definitely wanted to get this one just because I like the yellow color palette for Subterra. This is how you do Subterra yellow, Spinmaster. You don't add glitter. You just do a base yellow, you know, some black, silver. Looks really epic, and it works. You know, it just works. This is Jaguar. Very nice Bakugan. Moving on, I had to get another yellow Subterra. So I got the Gavely Anacon, the Anaconda with feet, I guess. I don't know. It's like a Cobra Snake Bakugan, but it has feet. Has little metal feet. I never understood that. But still a really cool Bakugan. And again, yellow Subterra. So that was the idea behind it. And just an interesting mold. Like, look how it closes. Like, it's just so different. So different. So cool. Definitely worth the pickup. A little beat up on the paint part, but, you know, it is what it is when you're getting used Bakugan. You can't expect everything to be perfect. Now then, this was a Bakugan that I got from eBay. I sent an offer to the seller kind of as a joke because this was a high-priced Bakugan, and they ended up accepting the offer. So I kind of, I don't know, I drew the short straw. Like, I made an offer, but it was a joke offer. I wasn't really expecting to get it, and I got it, so it is what it is. But I do have the special edition Black Sea Slug. Really cool Bakutech Bakugan. There is, you know, these flip over all the way. These little mandibles on the head can flip down. I think they flip up too. Yeah, they flip either way you really want, but I think they go down. And yeah, just a really cool Bakutech. Little more detail than most. I also like it has all of the peg pieces. Like, I think this one has 3 total that you can swap, though I'm too scared to take them off. I don't want anything to break. You can swap them. Moving on, looks like I only have 3 left. That's right, brothers. We've almost made it through part 1, and I'm going to go into the Baku Granite. So this was a line released in Gundalian Invaders, I believe, that made the Bakugan look like different various stones. So this one is the Phosphos. It's Subterra. And it's orange, but it has like little red flakes, so it looks like a marbled... I don't know what kind of granite is orange, but it's like a marbled look. Wow, I land it, but it's off camera. What a shame. But again, another double stripe Bakugan. It has a button that opens it further. It does stick a little bit, little looseness. This Bakugan definitely has seen some wear, but it is really cool. There's some of the speckled paint on the inside. It's definitely more noticeable once you open the Bakugan than when it's closed. That's my only nitpick, is you can't really tell what it is until it's open. But still, awesome Bakugan. The only other granite I have is this Strike Flyer, which actually, you know, looks like your stereotypical granite countertops. It's got the gray, white, black speckle. And then, of course, some just coloring in general for the Bakugan itself. But really awesome, man. It was the first Baku Granite that I've ever got. I'm really excited about this one. Again, another trade pickup. Shout out to Brennan, who traded me literally 80% of this collection. Dredge and Fox and a few others that traded the rest to me. You know, I really appreciate you all. Thank you for being friends and supporters of the channel. Wouldn't be able to review these awesome Bakugan without you guys. But yeah, Baku Granite Strike Flyer. One of these days I'll have to get out the battle gear and show off all these Gundalian invaders when they're suited up. Now then, my pride and joy, if you will, a Bakugan that, you know, I still can't believe I spent what I spent on this Bakugan, but looking back on it, it's nothing compared to the prices now. Now, this isn't the anime-accurate version. Obviously, this is the normal Japanese gray import, but this is Helios Mark II. My pride and joy, if you will, like, don't get me wrong, all of these Bakugan are in my personal collection, so I care about them, right? They're all important to me. But this is a Bakugan I wanted ever since I was a child. You know, the minute it released, the minute it was shown in the show, definitely something I wanted to pick up, and I never had the opportunity until like a couple years back. So really hyped for this Bakugan, really huge. I might get different versions of it, you know, if I can find them for good deals. Otherwise, I'm just happy to actually have a Helios. Now, Helios does have quite a few manual parts. I know the head, the mouth opens very wide mouth. Very good articulation there. The inside of the wings flip down. Again, for a Bakugan, this has quite a lot of manual parts that are really nice. The feet wrap around, and the feet are actually segmented, so they fold twice, once right there, and then once on the actual peg. And yeah, there we go. Helios Mark II looking absolutely amazing, and a great way to end part 1. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed a look, or the first look, at the start of my Legacy collection. Until next time, stay safe, drum up, and throw some bread.